It's the first day of summer camp. 8 other girls and I are sitting on the floor of the gymnasium. "All right, ladies," says our chirpy camp counselor. I cringe knowing that an icebreaker is on the horizon. "I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves to one another, so please say your name, your grade, and what school you attend." I scooch closer towards the wall, wishing it would devour me so I could disappear. I count how many girls will go before me, how many will go after. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm right in the middle, so hopefully they'll forget what I just said and we can move on to talking about camp activities. My turn comes way too quickly. I take a deep breath, awkwardly wave, and say, "Hi, I'm Julia. I'm in the 7th grade, and I'm homeschooled." There it is. Despite my fervent hope that my answer would fall on deaf ears, the girl's eyes widened as soon as I said homeschooled. Like cannons going off in the war, they bombarded me with question after question after question after question. Being homeschooled since preschool, and having never attended a traditional school, this was not the first time I encountered this kind of interrogation, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. Though the questions are seemingly innocent, they mostly make me feel like an extraterrestrial being, something foreign and out of this world. Their remarks are mostly based on stereotypes and preconceived ideas of what homeschooling is or should be. Throughout the years, I've been asked numerous of these stereotypical questions. However, today I want to share with you the most common ones. I live on a farm, so before the sun has even come up in the morning, I'm up collecting chicken eggs and milking my cow Betsy. The nearest neighbor lives 15 minutes away, and the closest Walmart is an hour drive. Okay, so that's not actually true, but that's what goes through people's minds when I first say I'm homeschooled. The first and most common stereotype associated with homeschooling is that I live in a bubble secluded from society. Many popular movies, books, and even media outlets portray homeschoolers as hillbillies who live in the middle of nowhere. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't any homeschoolers who live like that, but according to the National Center for Education Statistics, only 30% of homeschoolers actually live in rural areas. So no, I don't live on a farm. I live in Miami, a city filled with shopping centers, culture, and people. Lots and lots of people. The second stereotype that I'm often associated with as a homeschooler is that I'm unsocialized. I'm often asked, "How do you make friends?" And I always reply, "By talking to people." Many assume that a homeschooler's only friends are their 20 brothers and sisters. And while my brother has become one of my closest friends throughout the years, he's not the only friend I have. When I was younger, I was involved in so many social activities that my mom and I struggled to find time to do actual schoolwork. Throughout the week, I was involved in drama clubs, sports programs, co-ops. I'd go on field trips with my friends to museums, aquariums, zoos, Disney World. Hey, Disney can be educational too, okay? I was always around people, whether it be adults or kids my age. So trust me when I say that socialization was not a problem. Finally, most public schoolers often ask me if I got to do school in my pajamas. This one is actually true, and it was awesome. Be jealous. Along with your everyday homeschooling stereotypes, many people are often concerned about college. They wonder if homeschoolers can go to college. I can. I am, and I will go to college. Once I tell people that I'm currently dual enrolling out of college, their next question is, what do you think of the experience? My first day at a traditional school, aka college, was a roller coaster of emotions. I was only 15 when I started dual enrolling at Florida International University. I was really scared on the first day of class because I was so young and I didn't know how the professors or the older students would treat me. Of course, we had to do the dreaded class introduction, and I was terrified of what the students would say once they found out I was homeschooled. However, I was instantly welcomed by both the students and the professor. Furthermore, I plan on going back to Florida International University to get my degree in hospitality management. So far, I have thoroughly enjoyed my experience at traditional school, and I can't wait to continue this journey. However, I will not trade the years I spent homeschooling for anything. Homeschooling allowed me to learn my value and my worth. It taught me how to be independent and how to learn on my own because things won't be handed to you in life. I learned to be hardworking, but to always find time to relax and help others. Homeschooling has prepared me for the real world. In conclusion, the stereotypes that I'm often associated with as a homeschooler are that I live secluded from society, that I have no friends, and that I'm unable to attend college. When I was younger, these questions and comments directed at me because of homeschooling made me feel out of place because public schoolers weren't interrogated like I was. Now, however, I'm proud of how I was educated because it has made me who I am today. So hi, I'm Julia. I'm a senior in high school, and I am homeschooled. Thank you. Throughout the years, I have been asked millions of questions. Though the questions are seemingly innocent, wrong. You can do this. You can do this. You can do. Oh, it's recording. Shoot.